Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all you Elvis fans here on Real Elvis Photos. Before I get into the video, I just want to say, please like, please subscribe, please share. Please hit all notifications, which is that bell. Also, please consider clicking join there on the bottom left and helping this channel out to make videos like this. For the price of a cup of Starbucks pretty much per month, you can help this channel make great content and expose what's going on behind some of the characters in Elvis Presley's life currently and in the past. So if you take a look at this, Cruise Auctions, lot number 42, this is Elvis Presley's king bed from his Hillcrest, Beverly Hills Drive house with a COA. And, you know, before the Priscilla defenders hop on here and say, oh, Priscilla didn't sell that bed. First off, okay, this is Elvis Presley's bed. He shared it with Priscilla. Lisa was on this bed. I don't care whether Priscilla sold it, whether Priscilla gave it away, or even if Elvis gave it away. One of those things, you know. Regardless, how much money is Priscilla Presley worth? They say $50 million, right? Why in the world is something like this up for auction? As a precious picture of Elvis with Lisa there. Something like this up for auction. It should never be. If Priscilla, let me just put it this way. If this was my ex-spouse, and if I was on tour talking about how we loved each other so much and still loved each other, and I had $50 million, none of this stuff would be available for the public to buy. I would buy it. So, before we get into the argument over, oh, Priscilla didn't sell this, anything that's up for auction that is Elvis Presley related, she needs to be buying it. If she truly loves and values Elvis, or she needed to be buying it. And once again, that's not something that's up currently. That's something from the past. You know, and of course, we talk about how Priscilla is continually using the last name of Presley for profit. You can see she used to have her maiden name, Below or Belu. I really do not memorize how to pronounce her name because I totally don't care. Babalu, that's what I like to say is her middle name. But you can see that it's on her official stationery, you know. And there's a great page on Facebook, Darby Shaw fights the good fight, always putting truth out there. And you know, Darby Shaw really is right down the middle with things, which is great as well. I take a little bit more of a stance. I don't want to say anti-Priscilla. I want to say more pro-truth when it comes to Priscilla and Elvis. There you go, PBP, Priscilla Babalu Presley. And you know, we know, at least just from looking at historical records, which is interviews, articles, is that when Priscilla got divorced from Elvis, she stopped using that last name. She stopped using Presley. And she was trying to make her own way in the industry, or whatever she was trying to do. And rarely does an ex-wife continue to keep somebody's last name. It just doesn't happen. You divorce somebody because you don't want to be with them, you're irritated, you're mad at them, whatever. Well, you know, she did not use Presley for anything until Elvis died. And when Elvis died, she, you know, just like a cowboy from the Wild Wild West, took that lasso out and lassoed that last name back in. And, you know, and of course she got involved with, and with Elvis Presley Enterprises, started it basically with attorneys and, you know, with Vernon and all that stuff, Vernon's blessing. And, you know, it took over the executorship for Lisa, which, you know, I don't have as much problem. I mean, you're the mother of a child. Yeah, you're going to be in charge of that. But, you know, Elvis didn't think to put her in charge, did he? Because he didn't want her in charge, because he knew, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, that, you know, he knew that she was money hungry. You know, she had just, I don't want to say just, you know, it'd been several years before that, but sued him for fraud and got even more money out than she initially agreed. So she didn't want to stay married. She didn't want to honor the original deal. And, you know, and I think Elvis would have certainly, you know, and this video is called Selling Elvis. You know, he certainly would have given Priscilla any money she needed for Lisa, but I don't think he truly wanted to take care of her and fund all of these different adventures that she had, going all across the country, going out overseas and leaving Lisa. You know, and he certainly wasn't into Scientology, which she had just started getting involved in. But, you know, Priscilla throughout the years, she was chairwoman of Elvis Presley Enterprises. So when she says that's Elvis Presley Enterprises that did that or whatever, or Graceland, well, she was part of that. She was a huge part of that. And you know she was part of the decision-making process, and she probably signed off on a lot of things, and she does certificate of authenticities for these items very often. And you know, you've probably seen recently the video from last year where Bam Margera had a Elvis robe and a ring, and he said that Priscilla gave it to him. Well, once again, you know, did she give it? Did she sell it? Did she give it for access, which is still selling Elvis? Did she give it for access for her son, who is not a Presley either, to get a record deal? And that's what I say when I say selling Elvis. And this picture of Lisa, well, this was out there for auction as well. I believe it was through Colonel Parker's ex-secretary. Regardless, any of this stuff comes up for sale, and I'm Priscilla, and I got $50 million, and I'm making money off of Elvis fans by going and talking about Elvis, I would be buying these up. None of these would be in anybody else's hands but mine. That's what you do when you love. That's what you do when you protect. Lisa, you know, needed to be protected. Priscilla, in my opinion, did not, and she did not protect Elvis either. Well, those are my thoughts for the day. This is Rare Elvis Photos. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Please take care of yourself, take care of others. Like, subscribe, hit all notifications. Please hit that join button, become a member, and help me to keep making content like this.